Aw, nuts. Scholastic story, and this was written by Rob McClurkin. Aw, nuts. There's a squirrel. He's gathering. Squirrel loved acorns. He would roast them. He would toast them. He would grill them. He would chill them. There he is. Every fall, Squirrel would collect nuts. One day, he saw the most delicious looking acorn he had ever seen. He had to have it. There it is out here. He pushed, he shoved until it finally fit. But then, kaboom! Aw, nuts. Poor squirrel. All his acorns were gone. And then he heard it. Hey, come back here. It was his bright acorn bouncing down the street. Gaboing, gaboing, gaboing. He grabbed his sneakers. Squirrel went after the acorn as fast as he could. Boy, it's bouncing high. Until he lost a shoe. Aw, nuts. So Squirrel jumped into a taxi. Follow that acorn! But the taxi ran out of gas. Aw, nuts! Luckily, the same corner was a pogo stick. I have you now! Until not as lucky, Squirrel bounced right into a manhole. Aw, nuts! A truck was passing by, so Squirrel grabbed a hold. Who's he calling a nut? There were workers down inside the manhole. But the truck brought him all the way to Buck Snort, Tennessee. Aw, nuts! From there, he rode a dog that chased his tail. He hopped onto a boat that sprang a leak. He jumped on a horse that threw him off. He hitched a ride on a little girl's bike, and then he ended up at a birthday party. Aw, nuts, he said. She's saying, I love you. Hug attack. My turn. So they're hugging the little squirrel. And then he caught hold of a big red balloon. The balloon carried him high in the air where... Pop! Aw, nuts! Splat! At that exact moment, the acorn rolled to a stop. Look at this giant pile of acorns. Oh my goodness. Aw, nuts! Back home, Squirrel finally about to dig into the most delicious looking acorn ever. Then all of a sudden, a new most delicious acorn dropped from the sky. There it is. Do you think he's going to be happy with the acorns he has? Aw, nuts! So he went after the new acorn, too. What a silly squirrel.